So our product is a biodegradable mask with the same filtration capabilities as an N95 mask called EcoMask. We would like the judges to take the role of venture capitalists and the goals we strive to achieve through our product for healing and conserving the ocean and land, as well as healthcare access for all.
We are asking the investors for $300,000 in exchange for a 30% stake in our company. The $300,000 will be used for building our inventory and kickstarting mass manufacturing. Additionally, we need marketing assistance to spread awareness about mask waste and how our mask could help the world.
Our mission is to help preserve the environment by creating a mask that minimizes pollution and waste through biodegradable means and is capable to protect the public from the dangers of COVID-19.
So to give you a quick problem definition, from March 2020 to now, there has been about 22,000 metric tons of mask waste produced. As of now, COVID is projected to last about another 5 years, which means the future mask waste would add up to about 100,000 tons. And to give you a bit more information, a mask's lifespan is about 450 years. In addition, masks are typically made of polypropylene, which is a fossil fuel-derived plastic that, like I said, takes hundreds of years to break down. In addition, when people dispose of masks, most end up in landfills and oceans. There has been a serious mass pollution problem in Hong Kong where masks have been found completely covering their beaches and trails. On Hong Kong's Soko Islands, which are isolated and uninhabited, 100 masks have been found washed up on their shores, which shows the severity of their mask waste problem. The main problem with masks ending up in our oceans is their long-term effects. When masks first get into oceans, they break into microplastics and then into nanoplastics, which are tiny particles that eventually accumulate in food chains. These particles can carry harmful bacteria and chemicals up food chains, even up to humans.
So since the access to materials was restricted to actual companies, we resorted to drying the prototype. So this is the frontal view of the EcoMask. The elastic straps are made of organic Turkish cotton and natural Malaysian rubber. It has a longer lifespan than conventional polyester elastic, and it takes 6 months to biodegrade. The bendable nose strap is made to provide comfort and adjustability to different face shapes. It is made of PHPV, which is a polyhydroxyalkanoate type polymer. It is a non-toxic and biocompatible plastic produced naturally by bacteria, and it is a good alternative for many non-biodegradable synthetic polymers, and it is able to biodegrade in 420 days. And this is the side view of the prototype and how the mask is broken down in its different filtration layers. The outer protective layer is made up of a hemp fabric, which is entirely made up from vegetation, and it has a filtration efficiency level of 98%, and it biodegrades in 6 months. The pre-filtration layer is made up of polyactic fabric, which is a thermoplastic polyester derived from 100% renewable sources, such as corn, and the polymer is compostable. Its filtration efficiency level is 96%, and it takes 60 days to biodegrade. The filtration layer is made of bio-PBS or biobutylene succinate. It is a biodegradable plastic that decomposes into water and carbon dioxide with a microorganism under the soil, which takes only a month and is as efficient as the commercial N95 filter, and it removes 98.3% of 2.5 micrometer particulate matter, which is what N95 filters, and the filter has a low pressure drop quality, making the mask comfortable for human breathing. The filtration ability was tested with cigarette smoke by generating a serious level of particulate matter into a chamber, where the microfiber side had directly faced a smoky chamber, received relatively large particulate matter, after which the nano side absorbed relatively smaller particulate matter through electrostatic interactions. And the final inner protective layer, meant to be placed on the face, is once again made up of hemp fabric for conformality.
So for a direct comparison between the EcoMask and the popular N95 masks, the N95 filter is made out of polypropylene, which is the harmful plastic I talked about earlier. which ends up in landfills or ends up getting incinerated. Our EcoMasks, in comparison, are made out of bio-based polybutylene succinate, which is a completely biodegradable material which biodegrades in about a month. The filtration rate of the N95 masks are about 95% for 2.5 micrometer particulates, and the rate of our masks compare at about 98.3%. The N95 mask ranges from about $186 to $5. In comparison, our masks will sell for $180, which is a bit cheaper. We decided on this price because one of our goals was to keep prices low, so our masks would be accessible to a wide variety of people.
Our financial analysis. So our machinery costs around $31,200 for the electrospinner, the non-woven punching machine, and the UV light troper, which is a sanitation device. For the masks, we need a bio-based polybutylene succinate for the filtration layer, hemp for the outer protective layer, polylactic spun-bound non-woven for the pre-filtration layer, biodegradable elastics, and PHBV polymer. Our mask would sell for about $180. Our total cost would be $31,200 for the machinery and $119 per mask. For us to break even, we would need to sell a total of 105,227 masks. Additionally, for the investors to make up their investment of $300,000, we would need to sell an additional amount of 202.7 masks. For our company, we would like to start small. Our starting wage for our workers is $15.15 an hour. We will hire 20 workers in the beginning. Our profit per mask would be 21 cents because we factored in the cost of wages plus supplies. We plan to sell our masks as a wholesale product. In one bundle, there would be 50 masks and they would cost $90. We would sell these to organic-focused grocery stores and drugstores. Our financial timeline consists of ordering materials on April 25th, beginning to spin nanofibers on May 25th, starting mass production on June 10th, corrections or modifications to the final product on June 25th, and a grand public release on September 25th. We pushed back the date to September because we wanted to give enough time for FDA testing and FDA approval if required.
Looking to the future, we're looking to expand manufacturing plants globally, especially in high-populated, low-income countries like India and Guatemala, where combating mask pollution is difficult. With your help, we would love to lower mask prices even more in order to reach a wider consumer base at a global level.
Thank you so much for considering to invest in our product, EcoMask. And is there any finishing questions, comments, concerns? And then the last 3 slides are resources.
Thank you very much for the presentation, and this is a great idea. So one question is, how does it compare, how long does it take for your mask to degrade, in terms of the biodegradable? So does it kind of just compost off within 6 months or a year? Do you know?
So different parts of the mask biodegrade, some of them only take a month and some of them parts only take a few days, while I think the longest material, it takes 6 months. So, and then there's 420 days. So individually, they would biodegrade in certain ways in soil.
Okay, thank you.
So great presentation, and I particularly liked the financial analysis. You made a reference at the end that you'd like to bring the cost down, and that you could do that by scaling. What parts of your cost model will go down when you start selling masks at greater scale?
Right. So one way we would bring costs down is once we break even with all the kind of costs for our machinery and supplies, and once we kind of give the investors back their $300,000, because that's what an investor's role is, to make money out of the company, that's when we would start to bring our prices down, because we have initially paid off our debt and we can start to profit, and we can use those profits to bring down the price of the mask.